Morning, this is episode, what number episode is that? 66 of MLB 19, the show from the weekends and on the weekends. If you guys are stopping by and want to catch some more MLB 19, the show from the weekends and on the weekends, make sure you guys hit that red support button and turn on notification bell. You guys haven't already done it yet. If anybody in the chat has a Facebook and a Twitter account of the hashtag #IamACreatorCommunity, tweet it out, share a comment, add it to a playlist. Because the more people we bring in, the more we all grow, win, and make a continuing difference. This is actually going to be the 6th day of the fair out of 7. Tomorrow's the last day, so I'm going to be with my love after it gets back from that meeting. So that'll be continuously good to go and all that good stuff. So how are you guys doing this morning? Hopefully you guys are having a good week so far. Like I said, I'm not due back till this weekend on a Saturday. As the Detroit Tigers will be are heading to Kansas City to take on to visit the Kansas City Royals as we speak. As the Tigers defense will be bringing the 3.06 ERA Michael Firmer, as you guys can see. So if you guys have any questions about the idol, Man in Black has a good slight chance lead, so it's been hanging on toughly and not roughly. The colors for night sign for February 7th, I'm gonna put that down. I'm also gonna be paying my YouTube Premium coming up, which is not due until the 19th, so I'm gonna be getting that done soon. And that's going to be right on the 19th, most likely in the order, and see what we can do from there as we speak, and see what we can do. What's up, Lucky? How are you this morning? Anything interesting today? And the game 1 of 3 season the series opener for the Royals defense, Brad Keller. We get his 13th start of the season, 5-3 record, 3.36 ERA, 53 hits. He also has 39 walks and 55 strikeouts, I believe. Coming to the Tigers offense, Don Hicks, batting .281, 10 home runs, 21 RBIs for his credit. Game 1 of 3. So, hot plates, how are you this morning? If you guys can hear me, type it in chat. About to head to work in 30 minutes. Okay. What time do you work this morning? Like I said, Walmart's gonna make me earn, and I believe, I already know it's gonna be this weekend. All in one count. 5 out of right center field, and he makes the catch, 1 away. Oh, round 7? Okay. Well, Walmart's making me earn it this weekend coming up. I'll tell you in a minute. As we look at the starting lineup for the Detroit Tigers, Miguel Cabrera batting .320, so is Nick Castellanos. Miguel Cabrera, his last 10 games with the Tigers offense season, he's been 13 for 36 with an average of .361. Shortstop Sordy Mercer against right-handed pitchers, guys, has an average of .281, 6 home runs, 18 RBIs to his credit, with an average of .270. What do I do for a living? Well, I spend most of my time with my putting. Most likely in the order. It's been 781 days. I've also been at Walmart for over 2 years. The temperature is 71 degrees, clear skies, 5 miles per hour from right field to left field. I've had this PS4 for almost 5 years. So it's actually been 4.5 years. So by the time I get the PS5 later next year, I'm gonna have my pun buy off the PS4 for me. Before I transfer the information. So other than that, I have the rifle information for him, but I probably will not say it, but privately. But other than that, it'll be okay. I think I'll probably be okay. The 1-2 count by Keller. 5 ball to right center field. Game 1 of 3. And he makes the catch, and that's out number 2 for the Tigers. Oh, you have a PS4 yourself? Ah, nice. What game? Do you have your own weekly schedule of the I Am a Creator community? I mean, how many games do you actually do? 5, 6, 7? Any ideas? I mean, for me, I keep myself at 5 because YouTube Premium's I'm gonna be paying it off soon. Because I pay my phone bill. I pay my phone bill 1 month in advance as we speak. Miguel Cabrera enters play with a 12-game pinning streak. With the Tigers' offense. But it's all good. I'm still taking my time out of it to pay a couple of bills. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Game 1 of 3.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season.
So, how long have you had your PS4 for? Any ideas? Like I said, it's been 4.5 years for me. And a pop-up behind the home base. He makes the catch in time, and the side is retired. Cincinnati Reds visiting the Cleveland Indians 2-1. As we go to bottom of the first, nothing. Game 1 of 3. Coming to the Tigers defense, guys. The one and only Michael Firma in his 13th start of the season with an 8-2 tremendous record. 3.06 ERA, 66 hits, 11 walks, and 87 strikeouts. His resume. And due up for the Royals offense, Billy Hamilton batting .272, 2 home runs, 24 RBIs for his credit. Gets signed his first pitch by him. And a bunt to the left. He gives it the first, 1 away. These guys can see. So yeah, you work at 7 this morning. What time do you get off most likely? Here's the starting lineup for the Royals offense. Lucas Duda, batting .259. So far for the Royals offense this year, has an average of .324 on base percentage, 7th in the American League. Here comes El Debuto Mendesi, batting .201. 26 RBIs and 11 stolen bases. I'll rate the stats in just a second here. Here's the first pitch by Firma, 8-2 record. Foul ball to right. About a year. It's in my computer room. I really don't play. I bought it when people come over for their kids. Ah, nice. But do you think my love should be pretty much a good bid to get my PS4 for me? If I'm gonna get the PS5 next year? What do you think? I mean, gratefully, I'm asking for a great price. Great intelligent price if my opponent gets this. Gets my PS4 for me. I mean, that's what I'm pretty much wanting to gather on with. Ground ball to right center field. And that'll be a single for the Royals. Checking out one more time, but so far, like I said, Men in Black still has a good lead for the Idol. Same with Black and White color for the ninth sign for February 7th. Wyatt Merrifield, his last 6 games with the Royals offense, he's 7 for 20 with an average of .350. Well, staring at base runner first with 1 out. And the base runner first for the Royals offense stays where he's at first, most of the time. I'll tell you in sad in just a second. Here's the pitch to him. Strike 1. I get off at 3:30. I usually go to the gym right afterwards, but not this week. My daughter's birthday is this Friday, so we have been getting things. So you've been getting things ready to go ever since then, perhaps? Strike 2. Like I said, my last day off is going to be this Friday, so I'm pretty much good. I just have to figure out what I'm going to be doing once the Hunter World. That's the problem. Ground ball to center field, and he makes the catch, and that's out number 2 for the Royals. In game 1 of 3. Here comes Lucas Duda, batting .259, 14 home runs, 4th in the American League, with the Royals offense and 43 RBIs to his credit.
To have some power, not only glove work on one of the corner positions, but lots of thunder in that bat.
as the base runner from first for the Royals offense. Do I get paid for streaming? No, I don't think so. I mean, is there a way to turn on my donations? I mean, that's the problem. James Cox most likely still takes donations, but he hasn't been live streaming for a while. That's the problem. So I haven't done that yet. Text swing strike 2. So yeah, I don't think I get paid for streaming. That's why I've been at Walmart currently for 2 years. So I have no idea. Looking for the out, 1 and 2. Foul ball to right, strike 2. I don't recall. I mean, there's no way to turn that on. And he makes the catch from first. Good catch by the Tigers defense, and the side is retired. Twins leave 1 in game 1 of 3. As we go to the top of the second, nothing. Due up for the Tigers offense, game 1 of 3. Nick Castellanos batting .320, 7 for the American League, 12 home runs, 32 RBIs to his credit. We're going to see what he can do. Game 1 of 3. The pitching for the Royals defense, like I said, it's Brad Keller. Set up an account. So when I have to do it on the same thing as YouTube or a different app. Foul ball to right, strike 2. Baltimore Orioles hosting the Blue Jays 4-0. Google. So I would have to do an account on Google. And swing and a miss, and that's the first out for the Tigers. First strikeout by Brad Keller. So we look at the defensive lineup for the Royals. Alex Gordon, Golden Glove winner back in 2018. Lucas Studa, Salvador Perez, Jorge Bonifacio, former Blue Jay, Cecil Colberg. Here comes Kristen Stewart, batting .215, 7 home runs, 23 RBIs to his credit. So when I have to create an account on Google to get paid off of YouTube, I think I am a creative community, or how does that work? Any ideas? I mean, I'm trying to figure out how that's going to work to monetize anything. 0-1 count by Keller. Ball 1. So I'm going to be with my opponent after he gets back from that meeting committee, I believe. Because her and I are going to be going to a meeting on the 19th of next week. Hold on a second here. The 1-1 count by Keller. Ball 2. Yes sir. Alrighty friend, have a good one. Stay tuned to my channel. Alright, have fun at work. Be careful. Be careful this morning. And thank you for stopping by, Lucky. Ground ball to left center field, guys. And he gives it to first, and that's out number 2 for the Tigers in game 1 of 3. So I'll be on my love later on this morning. Here comes Nico Goodwin, batting .298, 10 home runs, 26 RBIs to his credit. But to tell you the truth, guys, my feet really hurt last night. And I was waiting to see if I was going to go to the bathroom or not. But right now it's the 14th, so I still have a little bit of time to pay YouTube Premium. To renew YouTube Premium by the 19th, but next week I'm going to be paying my phone bill. And that'll be good to go. I'll be good to go afterwards. So I'll be fine. 5-ball to left center field. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. Down in order goes the Tigers offense. As we go to bottom of the second, nothing. And that's a good water right there. Due up for the Royals offense, designated hitter Ryan O'Haron, batting .266, 10 home runs, 33 RBIs to his credit. As it knows it pretty well. Keller gives a sign, nods his head. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. Washington Nationals visiting the White Sox 3-1. The 1-0 count by Firmer, 8-2 record. Ball 2. Looking for a strike, Firma. Game 1 of 3. Foul ball to left, strike 1. So, my love is off today, so... And so am I. Like I said, I'm off till this weekend. Ball 3. On deck, Salvador Perez batting .220. So yeah, I'm off till this weekend, and he's off today, so it's all good. 3-1 by Firma. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Ryan O'Hare's batting .266, guys, of the I Am a Creator community. But thank you, Lucky, for stopping by this morning. Be careful at work today. Here comes the 3-2 by Firma. Ground ball to straight center field. He gives it the first in time, and that's the first out for the Royals. Game 1 of 3. Good play by the Tigers defense. As we look at the defensive lineup for the Detroit Tigers, Mikey Montauk is back in it. Firma, the one and only 8-2 record for the Tigers defense. Nick Castellanos, Chris Stewart, Miguel Cabrera, Zamir Candelario, Grayson, Grenier, the catcher. Here comes the catcher, Salvador Perez, batting .220, 5 home runs, 17 RBIs to his credit in game 1 of 3. Firma gives sign, and here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1. Senator Sports Time Machine, how you doing, guys? Check out that channel. He's been doing some old school bowling over the from over the years. He's also been doing field baseball, almost like Stratomatic, due to what our Red Sox has been doing. As we speak, you guys can check out that channel. Strike 1. Salvador Perez's average is at .220. You guys can see in the chat. 2-1 count by Firma. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Foul ball to right, strike 2. So I'm all host today, so it's all good. It's gonna be at the art studio. I mean, not the one across, but you know, pretty much understand what I'm getting at. And he struck him out, and that's out number 2 for the Royals. First strikeout by Michael Firma. He does have a great 8-2 record for the season. He's got Jorge Bonifacio, batting .285, 5 home runs, 26 RBIs to his credit. Firma gives the sign. Here's the 8-2 record pitch. Ball 1. In game 1 of 3. If you guys can hear me, let me know in the chat. Type 1 if you can hear me. If anybody has a Facebook and a Twitter account and would love to catch more MLB 19 from the weekend, from the weekends and on the weekends, guys, let me know. Ball 2. And also for the Idol or for Night Sign College, let me know about that too. I'll get with you guys on that. Foul ball at the home base, strike 2. Comes 2-2 by Firma. Foul ball to right, strike 2. And he struck him out again. And that's 3 outs, and the side is retired. Give up 1, 2, 3 for the Royals. As we go to top of the 3rd, nothing. In game 1 of 3. Due up for the Tigers offense. We're going to get anything started. Mikey Montauk batting .197, 10 home runs, 22 RBIs to his credit. Guys, we'll get a new, I'm not really sure if you guys are going to be getting a new episode of Borderlands 2 or not. Because I'm going to be at my love most of the time. So I want to say maybe. But it all depends. By the time, whatever times it gets back from the meeting. I mean, I know it's going to be before 11 o'clock this morning. But I'm going to be over there too, most likely. The 0-1 count by Keller. So we'll see. Strike 2. Baltimore Orioles hosting the Blue Jays 4-2. So we'll see what happens. I'll let you guys know ahead of time, most likely. And he struck him out, and that's the first out for the Tigers offense. Second strikeout by Brad Keller. Boston Red Sox hosting the Rangers, 11-2.
High level with each pitch in that at bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on
Tampa Bay
the ball.
Rays hosting the Athletics, 1-0. Here's the pitch to him.
In now.
And if you guys have any questions on those two results, let me know in the chat.
Strike one. The numbers offensively.
Grayson Grenier batting 172, 5 home runs, 17 RBIs to his credit.
5 homers. And
Cincinnati Reds visiting the Indians 4-1. Comes the 0-1 by Keller. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Grayson Grenier held that a little too long, as the ball was a little outside the zone that time.
You can tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
And he struck him out. And that's out number 2 for the Tigers offense. Third strikeout by Brad Keller. Here it is one more time. 95 miles an hour per pitch speed. Here comes Samir Candelario, batting 301, 9 home runs, 22 RBIs to his credit. To his resume. So the temperature today is supposed to only get up to 82, but you know, I don't think it's going to be a bad idea. As I said, it feels like 63 down here, but you're in the state of Ohio, but it's all good. Atlanta Braves hosting the Pirates 1-0. Here's the first pitch by Keller. Ball 1. I also sent an invite to my opponent to comment in the chat. It's one of my my current number 1 top moderator right now. But it's all good. See, I actually got dropped off from one of her family members last night. And she was trying to look for me. And I'm like, you know, all I had to do was go to the bathroom. But, you know, I'm alright. I think I'm almost better than nothing. A little bit. The 1-1 by Keller. Ball 2. Samir Candelario's average of the season for the Tigers offense is an average of 301.
When he got to the yard today, he's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Everything I am a creative community philosophy. I'll get to that in a moment. Ball 3. As the philosophy to that on deck, John Hicks batting 280. As we watch our videos in full, we like the videos, tweet them out, sell them, we add them to a playlist. We'll leave a meaningful comment down below once we've done all of it. We never ask for support back afterwards. Ground ball to left center field. And that'll be a single for the Tigers offense. If you guys have any questions after leaving a meaningful comment, let me know in the chat. Doing this one more time. Doing a blog, I don't think it'd be a bad idea. Tigers starting at base runner first with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to him. Strike 1 by Keller. But we'll see. John Hicks making the second batter attempt. He's flown out in his first time in game 1 of 3. So I'll think about it, because I haven't thought about doing a vlog. Ball 1. Depending if I'm gonna be rifle for it or not. We'll see. I mean, I'll think about it at least, but it depends whatever time I'm gonna have. Strike 2. John Hicks is 0 for 1. But if I ever have time to do a vlog, first time for a vlog, and see what I'm doing, like say for Assassin's Creed Syndicate, for example, or doing Monster Hunter World every Thursdays and Fridays. Ball 2. But picking out a winner, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it this week. I might be able to do it next week when I get a phone bill, get a phone card, I believe. Fly ball to right center field. And he picks it up, and the side is retired. In game 1 of 3. Tigers leave 1. So we go to bottom of the 3rd. Nothing. In game 1 of 3. Due up for the Royals offense in game 1 of 3. Sessler Colbert batting 286. From still on the mound. 8-2 record. The Pits. Ball 1. But if you guys can tweet it out, if the moderators can type it in the chat, you guys let me know if you have any questions for me. Ball 2. Anything about a vlog or anything like that, it doesn't matter. especially if the two choices that are recommended. Ball 3 on deck. Alex Gordon batting 241. Here comes the 3-0 by Firma. Ball 4, first walk by the Tigers in game 1 of 3.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Here comes left fielder Alex Gordon, batting 241, 6 home runs, 25 RBIs to his credit. We're going to see how he's going to favor the Royals offense. Royals staring at base runner first with no outs in game 1 of 3. Here's the pitch by him, strike 1. Alex Gordon's average is a 241.
Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation.
It's the 0-1. Foul ball to left, strike 2. Looking for the out, Firma. Ball 1. In game 1 of 3. From the weekends and on the weekends, guys. On the I Am a Creator community. I'll get to the stay with Assassin's Creed in just a second. Fly ball to left, and he makes the catch, and that's the first out for the Royals. Game 1 of 3. Good catch by the Tigers defense against Billy Hamilton. He grounded out his first time. Here's the pitch by Firma. Nods his head. Foul ball to left, strike 1. Billy Hamilton is 0 for 1.
So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
Fly ball to right center field. And he makes the catch, and that's out number 2 for the Royals. Good play by the Tigers defense, guys, in game 1 of 3. Here comes El Deberto Medensi. He's 1 for 1 with a single in the first.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit
strike 1. But yeah, the thing about Assassin's Creed Syndicate, I still have not gotten a lot of time to spare. So I don't think, I'm not really sure if I'm going to go live tonight or not. But, well, I know I'm going to get back to Monster Hunter World tomorrow. Ball 2. So yeah, I'm doing a little bit of this vlog before I don't leave anything handed. Ground ball to left center field, and that will be a single for the Royals in game 1 of 3. So Assassin's Creed is not going away empty-handed. It's not leaving anything empty-handed. I may still do it. I may still do a new episode soon, but I still haven't had time to do it. Here's the pitch by Firma. Fly ball to right center field. And he makes the catch. Good play by the Tigers defense, and the side is retired. Royals strand a pair. As we go to top of the 4th, 0-0. In game 1 of 3. Due up for the Tigers offense in game 1 of 3. Shortstop, Jordy Mercer. He's flown out his first time. But if you think about it, guys, I don't think it's going to be a problem if I go back to, go back to Assassin's Creed. But if I do Assassin's Creed, I don't think it'd be a terrible idea, since I'm possibly thinking about going back to it. So, I mean, that game is still 1 to 2 days a week, so I'll see what I can do. Swinging a miss, strike 2, but you guys will be able to get. You guys already know I am keeping Assassin's Creed Syndicate right where it's at, most likely. On that spot. And they pop up. And he makes the catch, and it's the first out. But we'll see what we can do, depending if there's anything going on for it. But I'll let you guys know most of the time if there's anything going on with Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Here comes Miguel Cabrera. He's 0 for 1. They pop out in the first, in game 1 of 3.
Yeah, but everything looked clean. He was on time. He looked powerful in the box. I guarantee you he wants that swing back. He's still thinking about it as he walks to the plate right here.
In there, no
Strike
balls
one.
and a strike.
0-1 count by Keller. Swing and a miss, strike two. Philadelphia Phillies hosting the Diamondbacks 1-0.
Back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a
Ball
good
one.
pitching plan to throw the same
Miami Marlins
same
hosting
pitch
the Cardinals
in a row.
3-3.
But both of those sliders back to back were so good.
Here comes the 1 and 2 by Brad Keller. Swing and a miss. And that's out number 2 for the Tigers. One strikeout by Brad Keller. No, there's one more time.
You make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire, but what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets
Chicago
the strike.
Cubs visiting the Rockies 4-0.
Into the box now.
I mean, I may still do, but I may still go back to Assassin's Creed.
But indeed in the strike zone for the
But I want to have some time to get to it.
on strikes in his first at bat.
So I'm going to try to get some time to do it. And by the time I go back to Assassin's Creed, it won't be a problem for anybody,
Slider gets the outside.
for the franchise. But I haven't heard anything about a new Assassin's Creed game, especially since E3. Since E3 back in June of this year, so I haven't got a clue. Ball one. So I'll probably get back to you guys about that on the iamacreatorcommunity.com/I am a creator. Fly ball to left center field. It picks up a block, and that will be a double for the Tigers. 23rd double by Nick Castellanos. 18 game hitting streak with the Tigers offense. Here it is one more time. Chicago White Sox hosting the Nationals 5-3. Tigers staring at base runner at second with 2 outs. Houston Astros hosting the Brewers 1-0. But like I said, back to Assassin's Creed Syndicate real quick. I am thinking about going back to it. You know, I mean, I am liking the Assassin's Creed franchise. So I'm hoping to get back to it this week. Hopefully before the time I get back to work, and that'll be this weekend. So I'm thinking either, well, it's not going to be tonight. Ground ball to left center field, and he makes the catch, and the side is retired in game 1 of 3.
Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Kansas City.
Tigers lead 1. As we go to bottom of the 4th, 0-0 in game 1 of 3. So to stay with Assassin's Creed Syndicate, I'm still gonna go back to it soon. But you know, by the time, I'm not sure how much I can finish with Monster Hunter World. But Star Wars may want to take it, or I can still have Final Fantasy VIII take over. Because I want to hype Final Fantasy VIII. I want to hype it up extra when it comes out later this year. So that'll be taking over Thursdays and Fridays pretty soon. By the time it comes out later this year. So I'm trying to hype it up a little bit. Ground ball to right, to left center field. He gives it to first, and that's out number 1 for the Royals. Now batting for the Royals offense, Ryan O'Haron. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out in the second. If you guys can hear me, type it in the chat. Can we get up to 3 likes today? Foul ball to left, strike 1. Of course, if Alice, aka Teacup, would stop by already, my love would be happy, you know. But I haven't seen her. Leon has been stopping by a little bit. And swing and a miss, and that's out number 2 for the Royals. Third strikeout by Michael Firma. He has a good 8-2 record. Here it is one more time. Firma gets signed, sets the target. Here's the pitch by Firma. Strike 1. Salvador Perez. He's 0 for 1 for a strikeout in the second. Eye for 1 will be at the fairgrounds soon. It all depends if there's anything else going on. Pop up to right. And he makes the catch. Good catch by the Tigers defense, and the side is retired. As we go to top of the fifth, nothing in game 1 of 3. Man, if you guys have any questions about Assassin's Creed Syndicate, if you guys want me to go back to I know Leon said something a while back. He said he wants me to go back to playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate. You know, but it hasn't been done. I haven't gotten a single episode done every week. By the time I pay YouTube Premium by the 19th. Nico Goodwin is 0 for 1 for flyout in the second in game 1 of 3. So I'm gonna have time for it. I'm gonna have time for it this week. If not, it all depends what's gonna be going on. I'm also gonna be getting a couple episodes for Muscle Hunter World a little bit, from Thursdays and Fridays. Foul ball to left, strike 2. Nico Goodwin is 0 for 1. But if you guys have any questions during the IamACreatorCommunity.com, you guys let me know. Just pay it forward and be rewarded. Ball 1. And I have no idea what's going to be going on with James Cox on YouTube, but I haven't gotten a word of when he's going to be back to live streaming on the way to W, his lunch breaks, or anything. Fly ball to left center field, and that will be a single for the Tigers in game 1 of 3. Taking out one more time. But I did hear James Cox is doing very well. I've heard he's been doing pretty well this week. So that's what I've been hearing. Chaotic World, I'm sure he's gonna be getting better soon. See what's going on from there. Maki Matok is 0 for 1 for strikeout in the third. In game 1 of 3. Hashtag Tuesday Thoughts, hashtag Tuesday Motivations. Ball 1. More outside the zone that time. So yeah, I'm gonna pay YouTube Premium either by tomorrow. I'm gonna get an iTunes card. Either I go back this weekend or tomorrow. We'll see. All I'm gonna put is a good maximum size. Ground ball to right center field. And that's out number 1 for the Tigers. Here comes Grayson Grenier, 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the third. But if you have any questions involved in that, let me know in the chat. If there's anything going on. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. But it all depends. 0-1 count by Keller. Ground ball to left center field. And that will be, and the ball will be out of play. Oh my goodness, in game 1 of 3. Up to bat, third baseman, Zamir Candelario. He's 1 for 1 with a single in the third. In game 1 of 3. Tigers staring at baseman of second and third with 1 out. We're going to grab the first lead in game 1 of 3. Here's the pitch by Keller. Strike 1. Game 1 of 3 from the weekends and on the weekends. 0-1 count by Keller. Fly ball to right center field. Going on deep. And it's gone. Santa Maria, guys. 3-1 shot to right line. 10th home run by Zamir Candelario. 386 feet. As the Tigers finally strike first in game 1 of 3. It's 3-0 Tigers. Top of the 5th with 1 out. Oh my goodness. Taking it one more time. 386 feet. Here it is one more time. Game 1 of 3. Here's the pitch to him by Keller. We strike 1. John Hicks is 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. Here comes the 0-1 by Keller. Foul ball to right, strike 2.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Ball 1. Outside the zone that time. At the Royals bullpen, Ian Kennedy and Ben Lively. Shout out to Golf City for doing a Golf City party for episode 17 for the series finale. I watched a little bit, but knowing Golf City from my buddy Gasly from the Fight Supremacy, he loves doing what he's doing, and I've been checking out his good videos. You guys can check that out. Here comes Sodi Mercer. He has flown out and he has popped out in Game 1 of 3. Here's the pitch to him. Ball 1. Sodi Mercer is 0 for 2.
Now for 4 innings, he was great. But here in the 5th, he looks like a completely different guy out there. That happens a lot when a pitcher is facing batters for the 2nd or 3rd time in a game.
Strike 1.
It's even at 1.
Fly ball to straight center field. He picks up a block in Game 1 of 3, and he makes the catch. And the side is retired. Here it is one more time. 3-1 side to line. The line drive. As we go to bottom of the 5th, Tigers up 3-0 in Game 1 of 3. But if you guys have any questions on those 2 topics, idle and the idle and night sign, that'll be on February 7th. So you guys let me know.
A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside.
If anything in general. But I do have to tell you, Men in Black still has a good lead. It has not changed anything. Do want for the Royals offense, Jorge Bonifacio. We're going to get his stuff started for the Royals offense. Firma, we're going to continue his duties. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 in Game 1 of 3. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Looking for the out, Firma, and 2 record. Swing and a miss. That's out number 1 for the Royals offense. 4th strikeout by Michael Firma. Big leaders wins. Michael Firma is doing that list. But the top one right now coming out of the Chicago White Sox is Irvin Santana. So that's the Verlander follows. Here comes Cecil Colbert. He drew a walk his first time. Tampa Bay Rays hosting the Athletics 2-2. Here's the pitch by Firma. Strike 1. Cincinnati Reds visiting the Indians 4-1. Foul ball to right, strike 2. Looking for the out, Firma. And a pop-up next to the mound. And that's out number 2 for the Royals. Game 1 of 3. Here comes Alex Gordon. He's 0 for 1 for a fly out in the 3rd. Firma gives the sign, nods his head. Here's the pitch to him. Foul ball to left. Strike 1.
No runs, 2 hits, 2 errors for Kansas City to this point.
Foul ball to left, strike 2. Looking for the out, Firma. We're going to keep his strikeouts moving. Ball 1. St. Louis Cardinals visiting the Marlins 4-3. And 2 record by Firma, the pitch. And a pop-up on foul territory closer to the batter's box, and he makes the catch. And the side is retired. In Game 1 of 3.
this one, 3-0.
Here it is one more time. If we go to top of the 6th, Tigers up 3-0.
Ian Kennedy.
Coming to the Royals defense, guys, in game 1 of 3. Ian Kennedy, 32 games this season, 7-6 record, 2 saves, 3.76 ERA, and 62 strikeouts to his resume. Due up for the Tigers offense, first baseman Miguel Cabrera. He has struck out and he has popped out in game 1 of 3. Never ask anything back in return.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case.
0-1 count by Kennedy. Swing and a miss, strike 2. New York Yankees, Cincinnati Reds visiting the Indians 4-1. Miguel Cabrera's 0 for 2. And he struck him out. And that's out number 1 for the Tigers. In game 1 of 3. Here comes Nick Castellanos. He's 1 for 2 for double in the 4th. Here's the pitch by Kennedy. Ball 1.
Fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1.
Strike 1.
To Nicholas Castellanos.
Fly ball to left center field in game 1 of 3. And he makes the catch, and that's the second out for the Tigers. Here comes the left fielder, Kristen Stewart. He has popped out and he has grounded out in game 1 of 3.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Here's the pitch to him. Ball 1.
Lays off there, 1-0.
Ball 2.
Tigers left fielder.
Two and out by Kennedy. Strike 1.
Fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
And fly ball to left center field. He picks up a block, and in game 1 of 3, that will be a double for the Tigers.
And he is in the second with a 2-out double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going.
Here it is one more time.
Pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches.
Tigers staring at baseman on second with 2 outs. Here's the pitch by Kennedy. Strike 1.
Fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Stewart at second with 2 down.
Kennedy gives the sign. Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball to right. He gets it to foot, and that'll be a single for the Tigers. That'll be scored as a base hit in game 1 of 3. Here it is one more time.
Make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that turned into an infield single.
He almost finds the raise to first in game 1 of 3. Tigers staring at baseman in first and third with 2 outs. We're going to increase the lead in game 1 of 3. Here's the pitch by Kennedy. Strike 1. Maki Montauk, he's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Comes the 0-1 by Ian Kennedy.
And the 0-1.
Foul ball to left, strike 2.
And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul.
And the hit speed was 113 miles per hour. And he struck him out. That will be 3 outs, and the side is retired in game 1 of 3. Tigers lead 2. As we go to bottom of the 6th, it's still a little bit early in game 1 of 3. It's 3-0 Tigers. Due up for the Royals offense. Billy Hamilton, we're gonna get going in game 1 of 3 for the Royals offense. He has lined out and he has grounded out. We're gonna recover his 0 for 2. Firma gives the sign, nods his head. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike 1. That's why he has a tremendous 8-2 record of the season. Foul ball to right, strike 2. Toronto Blue Jays visiting the Orioles 5-4. Looking for the out, Firma. Ball 1. So I'm gonna pay YouTube Premium before the 19th when I go to the art studio tomorrow. And that'll be in the morning. So, swing and a miss. That's out number 1 for the Royals. 5th strikeout by Michael Firma. He's doing very good this season with his strikeouts. For the Tigers defense. Tampa Bay Rays hosting the A's 3-2. Here comes Alberto Mondesi. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. From against the sign, here's the pitch to him. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Mondesi's 2 for 2. Here it is one more time.
But he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
The 0-1 count. It's like swing, strike 2. Oh my goodness. Firma looking for another out. Ball 1.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball, just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner. Got him.
And he struck him out. And that's out number 2 for the Royals. 6th strikeout by Michael Firma. Michael Firma is a great class act when it comes to delivering great strikeouts for the Tigers defense. Firma gives the sign. Here's the pitch to him. Fly ball to left center field. And he makes the catch. Good catch by the Tigers defense in game 1 of 3. The side is retired. As we go to top of the 7th, Tigers holding on to a 3-0 lead. San Diego Padres visiting the Giants 4-0. If you guys have any questions, type it in the chat. Let's go, let's grow. Pay it forward and be rewarded. Never ask anything back in return. When we watch our videos in full, we share the videos, we like the videos, tweet them out. We add them to a playlist. As I always ask you guys if you guys have a Facebook and a Twitter account, to let people know that we are live as we speak and do as good as we can get. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat since it'll be involving the idol and night design for the callers. Comes the 0-1 by Kennedy. Fly ball to right center field. And he makes the catch, and that's the first out. Game 1 of 3. New York Yankees defeating the Metropolitans 1-0. Cincinnati Reds defeating the Indians 4-1. Here it is one more time. But it's all good. Here's the pitch by Kennedy. Strike 1. Chicago White Sox hosting the Nationals 5-4. At the Royals bullpen, Kevin McCarthy and Brian Flynn. On 1 count by Kennedy. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Castro held that bat a little bit long. Angels hosting the Dodgers 4-0. Swing and a miss. That's out number 2 for the Tigers.
Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Here comes Don Hicks. He's 0 for 3 with a flyout in the 5th. Here's the pitch by Kennedy. Strike 1.
2 out, nobody on.
The 0-1 count by Kennedy. Foul ball to right, strike 2. In game 1 of 3. Ball 1.
Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses 1 and 2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of.
Here comes the 1 and 2 by Kennedy.
And when that slider came out, boy, did it look like
And a pop-up to right.
Merrifield
Center field.
is in his tracks now, and
He makes the
put
catch,
away to
and the side is retired.
So they breeze through
In
this
game 1 of 3.
Getting late. Stretch
Time is almost running out for the Royals offense in game 1 of 3. As we go to bottom of the 7th, Tigers up 3-0. Due up for the Royals offense, guys. Game 1 of 3, Lucas Duda. We're going to put a lot of work aside for the Royals offense. He's lined out and he is grounded out. Michael Fulmer still on the mound. Here's the pitch to him. 8-2 record.
And it's
Strike 1.
Kansas City first baseman.
0-1 count by Fulmer. Foul ball to right, strike 2. Blue Jays defeating over the Orioles 5-4. Looking for the out, Fulmer.
Lined up and the 0-2 pitch. That ball's headed for the gate.
Ground ball to right center field.
Possibly more.
And that will be a double for the Royals. The Royals offense needed that double in game 1 of 3. 5th double by Lucas Duda. Take it out one more time.
Double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Royals staring at baseman on 2nd with no outs. Against Fulmer again. Ball 1. Ryan O'Hearn is 0 for 2 with a strikeout, and he is grounded out in game 1 of 3. Boston Red Sox over the Rangers 11-4. And a pop-up to left foul territory. And it's the first out for the Royals offense in game 1 of 3. Here comes Salvador Perez. He has struck out and he has popped out. We're going to do better for his 0 for 2 for the Royals offense. And a broken bat, and that's strike 1. The record between Salvador Perez and Michael Fulmer is 3 for 17 with 7 strikeouts.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Ground ball to right center field, and that's out number 2 for the Royals. Good catch by the Tigers defense. If you guys can hear me, type 1 in the chat, Leon or Alice. If the moderators can type it in the chat, please, that would be good. And smash the like button. Jorge Bonifacio is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Fulmer gets signed, nods his head. Ball 1. Type 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me. Strike 1.
Duda stands at 2nd with 2 gone.
Foul ball to left. Strike 2.
This is a foul ball.
Looking for the out. Fulmer. Ground ball to left. He gives it to first, and the side is retired. Time is running out for the Royals offense in game 1 of 3. Royals lead 1. As we go to top of the 8th, Tigers up 3-0. Due up for the Tigers offense in game 1 of 3. Jordy Mercer is 0 for 3 with a flyout in the 5th. Atlanta Braves hosting the Pirates 2-0. Here's the pitch by Kennedy. Ball 1. The Rockies hosting the Cubs 5-5. The attendance in game 1 of 3, 18,671. Ball 2. Send out to Victor Anasoli doing the Spiral the Dragon. Mod or something like that. Ball 3.
Danger looms on deck here in the person of
On deck, Miguel Cabrera batting .316.
Now the 3-0 offer.
Comes to 3-0 by Kennedy. Strike 1. Here comes the 3-1 by Kennedy. Fly ball to left center field. He picks up a block, and that will be a double for the Tigers.
And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. When that one left the bat, I wasn't sure
Here it is one more time.
Have a chance.
Yeah, same here, man. It kind of got lost high in the sky before it one-hopped the fence for an extra base hit. During the daytime, that thing probably would have carried out of here, but you can't complain too much about it.
Here comes Miguel Cabrera. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout in the 6th in game 1 of 3.
And he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his
As we
mind.
surpass the 1 hour limit.
Let that get out of the way.
I'm still doing a little over an hour and 30 minutes each time. Every week, when I'm only doing 5 instead of 6. But it's all good of the I Am a Creative Community weekly schedule. Tigers staring at base runner second with no outs in game 1 of 3. Houston Astros hosting the Brewers 4-0.
1-0 pitch.
1-0 count by Kennedy. Ball 2.
Ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be
Strike
successful.
1.
2 balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence.
Kennedy gives sign. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
To get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
Comes to 2-2 by Kennedy. Game 1 of 3.
2-2.
Foul ball to left, strike 2. Tweet out the live stream, guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the chat for those 2 topics. If only Alice and Leon would show up. I don't know what they might be. Fly ball to left center field. He picks up a block, and that will be a RBI double for the Tigers offense. As the Tigers extend the lead, it's 4-0 Tigers, top of the 8th, with no outs. 22nd double by Miguel Cabrera. Here it is one more time. Tigers staring at base runner second with no outs. Here it is. Here's the pitch to him. Strike 1.
We'll take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1.
Nick Castellanos is 1 for 3. Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball to right center field. He gives it the first, 1 away. While the base runner from second goes to third for the Tigers offense. Here comes Kristen Stewart. He's 1 for 3 with a double in the 6th in game 1 of 3.
Another big hit right here.
Here's the pitch by Kennedy.
Nothing pitch.
Ball 1.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Field back and a runner at third. He's definitely pitching for a strike, thing like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Strike 1.
Up in the zone, but it's a strike, 1-1.
The 1-1 by Kennedy. Fly ball to straight center field. And he makes the catch, and that's out number 2 for the Tigers. While the base runner from third goes to home. As the Tigers extend the lead, it's 5-0 Tigers, top of the 8th with 2 outs in game 1 of 3. Oh my goodness.
And he gets another insurance run on top of it.
Second baseman, Nico Goodwin. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles.
Ready to deliver.
Here's the pitch by Kennedy. Strike 1.
Fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
The 0-1 count. Fly ball to left center field. And that will be a single for the Tigers in game 1 of 3. Here it is one more time.
That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here.
Tigers staring at base runner first with 2 outs.
If he's got something hanging in the middle of
Kennedy sets the target. Here's the pitch.
Into the box now.
Strike 1.
As he takes a cold strike.
Rocky Montauk is 0 for 3 with a strikeout in the 6th of game 1 of 3.
Goodrum is off at first with 2
So my opponent will be at the art studio at the fair around 11. He starts from 11 to 7. Fly ball to right center field. He picks up a block, and that will be an RBI. That will be a double for the Tigers in game 1 of 3. 7th double for Maki Montauk. Coming to the mound for the Royals defense, guys. Kevin McCarthy, making his 22nd game this season. 1-0 record, 4.82 ERA, and 9 strikeouts. Here comes the catcher, Grayson Grenier. He is 0 for 3 with a flyout in the 7th.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Tigers staring at base runners 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. Game 1 of 3. McCarthy gives the sign. Here's the first pitch. Strike 1.
Strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
The 0-1 count by McCarthy. Foul ball to right, strike 2. Just pay it forward, guys, and be rewarded. Never ask anything back in return.
Ready with the 0-2.
Ball 1.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. 2nd and 3rd, 2 away.
McCarthy gets the sign. Foul ball to right, strike 2. The hit speed was 82 miles an hour. In game 1 of 3. It's pitched by McCarthy. Fly ball to right line. And that will be a 2 RBI single as the Tigers extend their lead to 7-0 Tigers, top of the 8th with 2 outs in game 1 of 3. Here it is one more time as the Tigers offense is just smoking the Royals defense. You have to admit yourself this, wow. Tigers staring at base runner first with 2 outs. It's the pitch by McCarthy, ball 1. Samir Candelario is 2 for 3 with a home run and a single in game 1 of 3. And that is ball 1. The 1-0 count by McCarthy. The pitch, strike 1.
And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1.
The 1-1 by McCarthy. And the pitch. Foul ball to left, strike 2.
2 strikes on him now.
Fire ball to left center field, and he makes the catch to stop the bleeding. And the side is retired. Tigers leave a couple more as we're at the bottom of the 8th. Tigers up 7-0 in game 1 of 3. Due up for the Royals offense, Cecil Colbert looking to get something big, deeply for the Royals offense. He threw a walk in the 3rd. Firma still on the mound. Here's the pitch by Firma from the Tigers defense. Fly ball to left center field. And that will be a double for the Royals. Oh my goodness. 11th double by Cecil Colbert. Give us one more time. Here's the pitch. I mean, here's Alex Gordon. He has flown out and he has popped out. We're going to build his 0 for 2 in game 1 of 3. Here in the chat. While staring at base runner 2nd with no outs. Here comes Firma. And 2 record. Foul ball behind home base, strike 1. swing and a miss. Strike 2. 95 miles per hour of the pitch speed.
As a hitter right here, you got to know he's throwing you tough pitches. He does not want to miss over the hardwood plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe sit over.
Farmer looking for the out. Check swing, and he struck him out. And that's out number 1 for the Royals. Offense. Here it is one more time.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't
excuse me.
So I think the call
Here comes Billy Hamilton. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout in the 6th. In game 1 of 3.
He's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching
Strike
in
1.
this one. Then fun for a guy like me to watch.
Billy Hamilton's 0 for 3.
Here's the 0-1.
Ball 1.
As he lays off below the zone.
Ball 2.
Count to the leadoff hitter for Kansas City. Now the 2-1.
Foul ball to left. Strike 2.
1 out and a runner on second base.
Foul ball to left again. Strike 2.
Pitch popped up.
Pop up to left, and he gets him out. That's out number 2 for the Royals. Time is running out for the Royals offense. Devoto Mendesi is 2 for 3 with 2 singles in game 1 of 3. Here's the pitch by Firma. And a pop-up behind the home base. And that'll be 3 outs. And the side is retired. Good play by the Tigers defense. As we go to top of the 9th, Tigers holding on to a 7-0 lead in game 1 of 3. Coming to the mound for the Royals defense in game 1 of 3, Brian Flynn. 22 games this season. As we speak, here comes John Hicks. He's 0 for 1, 0 for 4. But pop out in the 7th in game 1 of 3. Strike 1. The 0-1 count by Flynn. Fly ball to left center field. He picks up a block, and with no block, and it's gone. Solo shot to left center field in game 1 of 3. 11th home run by John Hicks, 444 feet. As the Tigers extend more of that lead in game 1 of 3, it's 8-0 Tigers, top of the 9th with no outs. As the Tigers offense are lighting the stadium on fire in game 1 of 3, guys. Here it is one more time. Oh my goodness.
Worst nightmare and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound. The batter, number 7.
Standing in now, Jordy Mercer as he lays
Ball 1. Excuse me. Tony Mercer is 1 for 4. So YouTube Premium will be paid off by the 19th, but I'm planning on maybe getting an iTunes card either tomorrow or so I can put a good amount of cash on it, and then I can get it done this weekend. It really doesn't matter. 2-0 count. Ball 3. On deck, Miguel Cabrera batting .319.
This is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
Here comes the 3-0 by Brian Flynn. Strike 1.
All the way, it's 3-1 now.
3-1 by Flynn. Ground ball to left center field, and that is a single for the Tigers.
That's a grind pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate, and this batter's able to fight.
Check it out one more time.
This baseball and drive it for a knock. Impressive.
Tigers staring at baseman at first with no outs.
Into the box.
Here's the pitch by Flynn, strike 1. Miguel Cabrera is 1 for 4 with a double. But it's all good. The 0-1 count by Flynn. Foul ball to right, strike 2. Miguel Cabrera's 1 for 4. Flynn gives sign. Here's the pitch to him. And he struck him out. And that's out number 1 for the Tigers. Here comes Nick Castellanos. He's 1 for 4 for a double in the 4th. In game 1 of 3. Flynn gives sign. Here's the pitch to him. Ball 1.
They could certainly roll 2.
1 ball, no strikes, the count.
Strike 1.
Fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time.
Ground ball to left center field. And it is a double play. 3 outs, and the sign is retired. Here it is one more time. Time is running out for the Royals offense in game 1 of 3. As we go to bottom of the 9th, Tigers up 8-0 in game 1 of 3. As the Tigers will put a different pitcher on the mound, they will be bringing in, coming to the Tigers defense, Louis Coleman. Playing his 14th game this season, 0-1 record, 1 save, 3.24 ERA, and 23 strikeouts for the Tigers defense. Here's the pitch by Coleman. Foul ball to right in the stands, strike 1. They're in the batter's box. Ground ball to left line. And that will be a single for the Royals. Scored as a base hit for the Royals offense. Here comes Lucas Duda. He's 1 for 3 with a double in the 7th. Royals swinging at base runner first, but no outs. Here comes Coleman. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch for a guy that has
Just pay it forward, guys. Be rewarded. Never ask anything back in return. From the IamACreatorCommunity.com/IamACreator. There's over maybe 700 creators on that website. It's like a Facebook group. That's why I'm building plenty of hype for Final Fantasy VIII for later this year.
He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year.
Fly ball to right center field. And that will be the first out for the Royals. Time is running out for the Royals offense in game 1 of 3. Because Ryan O'Hara looking to put in a lot of work in it. He's popped out in the 7th. It's a pitch by Coleman. Strike 1. Got 1 in the hot seat, maybe 1 or 2 likes. Smash that like button, guys. The I Am a Creator community. Tweet the live stream out, let people know. If anybody has a Facebook and a Twitter account. Foul ball to left, strike 2. Looking for the out, Coleman. Foul ball to right again, strike 2. Foul ball at the pitcher's box, strike 2. Swing and a miss. And that's the second out for the Royals offense. Time is running out for the Royals offense in game 1 of 3. Here it is one more time. 6 inches, 84 miles per hour. Last chance for the Royals in game 1 of 3. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Salvador Perez. Last chance for the Royals offense. He's 0 for 3 with a line out in the 7th. Here comes Coleman. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Here's the pitch by Coleman. And he struck him out. And the Tigers hold on to win in an 8-0 shutout. As the Tigers are up to 29-37 of the season. As the Detroit Tigers, the whole team, go on to win 8-0. Royals haven't sold a power book in game 1 of 3. Oh my goodness. Tigers are up to 29-37 of the season. As the Tigers went a shutout 8-0. Tigers had 13 hits, Royals had 5 hits and 2 errors. What I have to say is, wow. So yep, the Tigers are up to 29-37 of the season. I'll get to more than that in just a little bit. As we check the other scores. David Soon is also in the back. The Blue Jays going up to 35-31 of the season. Sending the Orioles down to 26-42. Final score 5-4, 11 hits and 1 error. Bob Close with his 4th win. Gills with his 28th save of the season for the Blue Jays. Shout out to Mates Master 2-2, Flank Quest 9. New York Yankees win a perfect game going up to 36-32 of the season over the Mets 1-0 for 5 hits. Tavino with his first win. And Otis Salmon with his fireball, getting his 4th save of the season. Philadelphia Phillies also won a perfect game, going up to 39-28 over the Diamondbacks, 1-0 with 5 hits. Let me see. Okay, we're good. Rita with his 7th win of the season. Boston Red Sox going up to 42-27 over the Rangers, 11-4 with 14 hits. Rodriguez getting his 8th win of the season, as you guys can see in the chat. The Rays going up to 33-34 over the Athletics, down to 41-28, 3-2 with 7 hits. Castillo with his first win of the season. Cincinnati Reds going up to 43-23 over the Indians, 4-1 with 11 hits. Hold on. Okay. Castillo with his 6th win. Iglesias with his 20th save of the season. St. Louis Cardinals defeating the Marlins, as both teams are up. Cardinals went up to 34-32 of the season. Sending the Miami Marlins down to 34-32 of the season. Final score 4-3, 8 hits and 2 errors. Leone with his 4th win. Andrew Miller with his 20th save of the season. Atlanta Braves set out the Pirates, going up to 30-38 of the season, 2-0, 10 hits. Newcomb with his 3rd win. Mentor with his 10th save of the season. Chicago White Sox going up to 41-27, had a great game with the Nationals, down to 37-30, 6-5, 9 hits and 1 error. Nate Jones with his 1st win. Seattle Mariners continue to win, defeating the Twins down to 32-33 of the season, 7-3, 15 hits and 2 errors. So you guys can see in the chat on the middle of your screen. Tualavala with his 2nd win. Strickland with 7th save of the season. Houston Astros shut out the Brewers, going up to 43-25, 4-0, 7 hits. Justin Verlander, former Detroit Tiger, with his 8th win of the season. Asuna with his 26th save, number 22. Chicago Cubs going up to 41-25, also had a great game with the Rockies of Colorado, going down to 38-30, 6-5 with 14 hits. Cizek with his 3rd win. Brandon Mel with his 16th save of the season. San Diego Padres going up to 25-42 of the season over the Giants, 6-4, 11 hits and 1 error. Greg Ritzers with his 2nd win. Yates with his 10th save of the season. And the Dodgers going up to Angels, going up to 31-37 over the Dodgers, down to 39-29 this season, 6-5 with 11 hits. Anderson with his 1st win. Allen with his 20th save of the season. So the Tigers have won 2 games in a row, including the 1 win over the Twins earlier this week from the weekends and on the weekends, 6-1. So the Tigers have won the first one 8-0. So they got 2 more games with the Royals in Kansas City. Then they'll be at home hosting the Cleveland Indians. See how that plays out. As we double check the standings, the Tigers are up to 29-37 of the season, as they are 3.5 games behind the Twins. As a matter of fact, the White Sox are on an 8-game winning streak, going up to 41-27 of the season, as they are ahead by 4 games over the Royals. Days is getting the Royals got their ass beat by the Tigers this morning in game 1 of 3, 8-0, guys. As the White Sox are going to continue their 8 wins in a row as we speak. Royals have won 3 games out of their last 10. Tigers have won 4 games out of their last 10, as a matter of fact. So the Tigers are also going to continue the 2 wins. They got 1 more game with the Royals and 2 more games with the Royals, and then they'll be hosting the Cleveland Indians afterwards. So we'll see how it plays out. The Houston Astros getting 2 wins, going up to 43-25, as they are 2.5 games over the Athletics. That's a little bit of my throat is still dry a little bit. I'll be getting sour going in just a second. Rangers have lost 6 straight games, going down to 29-37. But the Seattle Mariners, they won 9 games in a row, guys, as they're only 6 games behind the Rangers. So the Seattle Mariners in Seattle, they're looking pretty unstoppable right now. They're unstoppable. So the Mariners are hoping to continue to 9 wins and continue to build that up, as they won 9 games out of the last 10. So they're doing pretty good so far. So we'll see what happens from there. As we look at the American League wildcard race, guys, in the set of the American League: Athletics, Royals, Yankees, Blue Jays, Rays. Bottom list: Mariners, Orioles, Indians, Tigers, Rangers, and the Angels. You guys can see in the set. The Phillies have won 2 straight, going up to 39-28 of the season, as you guys can see down below. The 2 games ahead of the Nationals. The Nationals are down to 37-30. It's still pretty early of the season. Excuse me. As you guys can see in the set, it's still pretty early as we speak, from start to finish. At this point, yeah, 1 like on the episode, but that's alright. The Braves have won 3 games, going up to 30-38, excuse me, as they're 5 games behind the Marlins. The Braves are going to continue the 3 games that they've won so far to build that up. They won 7 games out of their last 10, right below the area. The Cincinnati Reds continue to build their win streak. They won 5 games, going up to 43-23. The Cubs have won 2 straight, as they're trailing by 2 games behind the Cincinnati Reds. So it's heating up a bit. The Pirates have lost 3 games, 27-36 down to 27-39 of the season, as they're only a half game behind the Brewers. So the Reds are looking to continue to fight off the Cubs with their 5 wins in a row. They won 9 games out of the last 10, but the Cubs have won 6 games out of the last 10. So we'll see how that plays out. The Dodgers are falling apart more, as they lost 2 games, down to 39-29. Rockies have lost 3 games, going down to 38-30. It's only a game behind the Dodgers. 2 game losses between the Diamondbacks and the Giants. Padres have only 1 win in the factor, going up to 25-42. So between the losses between the National League West, something big, or whatever team can get it going, pretty much need to buckle up and drive the seats with Men in Black for the winner. For the National League wildcard: Cubs, Rockies, Nationals, Marlins, Cardinals, and the Diamondbacks. Bottom list: Padres, Metropolitans, Pirates, Brewers, Giants. You guys can see. Now between these teams, the Boston Red Sox are up to 42-27 of the season. The Yankees have won 2 games as well, as they are tied with the Blue Jays. But which of the following teams wants to continue to put the pressure on the Red Sox in Boston? Would it be the Yankees or the Blue Jays? I mean, for me, in the American League East right now, the Blue Jays and the Red Sox have won 6 games out of the last 10. Braves have won 7 out of the last 10, as they have a record of 33-34. So to be honest and clear, I'm still going to go with the Yankees, because the Yankees know the Boston Red Sox very well. They know this team very well by heartbeat. I'm not going to lie. Once it gets more closer to the baseball playoffs, I believe by in a couple months maybe, from the weekends and on the weekends, it's going to be great to tell what's game's going to be very headline for the playoffs soon. See how that plays. See how that plays out according to that fact, and see how it goes over and under, you know, between the Red Sox, Yankees, and the Blue Jays. See how that goes from there. And that's going to do it. I'll tell you a bit more in just a second what's going to be happening. Just hold on. We'll be there in just a moment. Alrighty guys, that's going to do it. The Detroit Tigers have won 2 games. So the Tigers are now 29-37 this season, overall. The Tigers take game 1 at 8-0 over the Royals. Royals could not get anything going, as the Tigers have 2 more games with Kansas City against the Royals, and then they'll be hosting the Cleveland Indians. But other than that, I don't think I'm gonna be live anymore today, because my love had something going on. She has a cheerleading committee. She has a committee meeting this morning, and she will also be at the art studio at the fair around 11 to 7 this morning. So I'm gonna be over there in just a little while. During that time, doing that particular moment. Depending if there's anything else that's going to be happening, whatnot. But tomorrow, now for the episode for Borderlands 2, I have to see how it's going to play out today, but it all depends. Hold on a second here. But then again, it all depends. How much more is going to play out here. Oh my. Well, it all depends how it's going to play out today, but if I hear anything, you guys will be getting a new episode of Monster Hunter World tomorrow morning on a Thursday. It'll be the last of the fair. I'm also off this Friday as well, so I have to see how I'm gonna continue to plan ahead. But Assassin's Creed Syndicate, I really have to get an episode going this week, because it's been taking way too fucking long to get an episode going. So I think I will get an episode of Assassin's Creed going for you guys. So it's going to be for you guys, it's going to be either, I want to say Friday or tomorrow. I want to say tomorrow, because it's been a while since I haven't done a new episode of Assassin's Creed. So I'm also gonna be at the art studio in the morning for my pudding. It's been 781 days, so I'm gonna be over there most of the time. And then I don't know. It all depends if there's any other damn stuff that's going on. But I go back this weekend, so you guys will get a new episode of baseball this weekend. But the most priority, since you guys will get a new episode of baseball this weekend, from the weekends and on the weekends, I don't know if I'm going to be getting MK11 or Resident Evil 2 Remake yet. Because the bank was having a little bit of problems the last couple of days, and I believe they're still doing that, doing the Huntington Bank. So it all depends. So I don't think I'm going to get either of those 2 games, because that'll be a waste of time. But I will renew my phone bill next week, so we can get that going from there. And then YouTube Premium will be done before the 19th. So I'm gonna go to the art studio maybe in the morning, so I can get that son of a bitch done. So I'm gonna put a good decent amount on iTunes and see how we can fit in with it. So we'll see. Hold on. As I think there's almost a nicer possibility of how that's gonna end up. Hold on a second. So it all depends. I'll let you guys know in the chat if there's anything else. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat. If you guys want me to finally do Assassin's Creed Syndicate, that's still 1 or 2 days a week, guys. Every week on the IamACreatorCommunity.com/I am a creator, pay it forward and be rewarded, never ask any support back. So I don't know if I'm going to be live anymore today, but it all depends if there's anything else going on afterwards. But I'll let you know. I promise you guys, the I am a creator philosophy, when we watch our videos in full, we like the videos, tweet them out, sell them, add them to a playlist of the I am a creator. And we leave a meaningful comment down below. Boom, you're done. Everything's good to go. Add it to a playlist and never ask for support back. So what's going to be going on in the morning? Like I said, it's going to be a new episode of Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I'll begin that set done. A new episode of that done. Borderlands 2 will not be today. It's going to be next week. I'm going to be getting a new episode of that next week. So that'll be next week on a Tuesday. So I'm off the 19th and 21st next week. So I don't think I'm going to have time to do a Borderlands 3 today. So, but if you guys have any questions about the 4 games, Star Wars The Fallen Order, that'll be coming on November 15th. Borderlands 3, I'm still buying by the 13th of September, because I need the rest of the money for that, because I'm gonna take care of that soon. But a week before I go to Washington D.C. with my top moderator from the chat and in the chat. So, and then Death Stranding, I might still maybe get that soon. And like I said, I'm also hyping big. I'm trying to get a big hype for you guys of the I Am a Creator community for what do you call it? Hold on a second. For Final Fantasy VIII. I'm trying to get Final Fantasy VIII hyped up too. So everything will be good to go afterwards. So Final Fantasy VIII will be coming out later this year. So other than that, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat. In the morning, I'm gonna get Assassin's Creed Syndicate's new episode done. No more than an hour and 30 minutes plus, as we speak. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it. Tigers got the second win. So the Detroit Tigers are 29-37 this season. So anyway, guys, that's going to do it. Thank you, Lucky's Wet and Hot Place for stopping by. I was also hoping Alice and Leon would have stopped by today, but they didn't. But I'm sure they'll stop by maybe tomorrow. It all depends what's going on from there. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Be good to one another. Be kind to one another. And love one another. And I will see you guys in the morning with Assassin's Creed Syndicate. You guys will get a new episode in the morning after that 7-week drought. You guys have a good day, and I will see you guys later. Be careful.